Hi friends, my name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is a channel where I typically like to make videos about books as well as homeschooling, mostly book related. So today's video is another readathon TBR video. So I did just post a video about doing a readathon in March called March Through History, Historical Fiction Readathon, which I'm super excited about. But then I saw something called March Mystery Madness, which I was jazzed to see. I have been looking for a readathon that has to do with mysteries, mystery thrillers, and I just didn't see one pop up, and then I saw this and I'm like, okay, I know this is gonna make it so that I probably can't read all the books I'm planning on reading, but that's okay, because for me, the fun is really in the planning. It's kind of coming up with books to fill different prompts. So I'm gonna just jump in. I'm gonna make a TBR video for March Mystery Madness and see what comes of it. So March Mystery Madness is hosted by I think there's 11 different hosts, and I'll link them all below. I initially came across it via Sarah over in Steeped in Books, I believe is the name of her channel. She created a bingo card to go along with the readathon, and I like bingo cards, so I'm following along with her. Some of the other hosts are doing different things like Twitter or Instagram. So basically this is the 5th year of the readathon, and the hosts decided to make the theme 5. So you will see a variety of the different prompts have to do with the number 5. So let's just jump in. So the first prompt I'm going to read a book for is the one that is 5th in a series. So the 5th book in a mystery series, as well as this also hits the prompt has wood on the cover, because I believe wood is the gift for the 5th anniversary. So they use that as one of the prompts as well. And I'm going to read the book, The Brutal Telling by Louise Penny. So this is a mystery series that has to do with Chief Inspector Armand Gamache. Why can't I say that? Gamache? Armand Gamache. So this is the mystery series that has to do with Chief Inspector Armand Gamache. And they are great. I've actually read the first one, and I've been meaning to pick up more, but this is the 5th one in the series. And I've actually read some of the reviews that say it is one of the better ones. And so I'm excited. I really liked his character. I thought he had just a real wholesome detective sort of character. So this book is about a murder, usually is, a murder of a stranger in town that was found on the floor of the bistro. And so the chief inspector's called in, and the investigation starts. So I love these kinds of books. So I'm looking forward to that. Then the next prompt I'm going to tackle is a book about a celebration, as well as a book with 5 words in the title. And so the book I picked was The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which this actually overlaps for me with the March Through History readathon. So I'm excited about that. I'm actively reading this, and it is really good and really confusing, but confusing in an intriguing sort of way, not in an annoying sort of way. It's about a party that is happening at this house, and there's a murder, and the inspector that's involved has 8 days to solve the murder. So the twist is that the inspector is viewing the day through a different witness's eyes. And basically he embodies that host, and then he lives that day through that host, and he picks up different clues. But he has 8 days to solve the mystery. And there's definitely some confusing parts in there that like I said, but it is, it's putting together this puzzle. It's just kind of giving information in all sorts of different timelines and different orders. And so it is a very interesting and very intriguing book, and I cannot wait to get to the end of this. So yeah, mystery with 5 words in the title. Looking forward to this one. Okay, so the next prompt is to find a book with the page count that is divisible by 5. And this one was, let me double check. Pretty sure it was, yeah. This one has 375. And so the book I chose was The Widows of Malabar Hill. And this looks really good. This is actually a first in a series. I think there is a second. I have to look into that. Well, I have to see how I like this book, how I like the writing. So this book in particular, it's inspired by the first woman attorney in India. So the setting is 1920s Bombay, and she is Oxford educated. So she got her law degree from Oxford. Then she came back to work in her father's law firm. And one of her first cases is to execute a will of this rich man, and she finds something suspicious. And suspicious in the fact that the history wives all say that they want to donate their inheritance to a certain charity. And she just doesn't know, like in 1920s India, are these women, is that true, or is there something else going on? And so she investigates that. So I like the setting, I like the uniqueness of the setting. So I'm excited to dive in and try a new author and try a new series. So, The Widows of Malabar Hill. Okay, so another prompt that I am tackling is a book that was originally published in May, the 5th month, or March, but this one was May. And so I'm going with a Ruth Ware book. I have heard a lot about Ruth Ware, and I've always been intrigued and wanted to pick up one of her books. This is more in line with kind of a mystery thriller genre, but it's The Death of Mrs. Westaway, right? Mrs. Westaway, yes. And this looks really interesting. So basically it is about kind of a miscommunication. So this woman who is down on her luck, she is just barely making rent. Her bills are piling up. She's in a tough season. She receives a letter from a solicitor, from a lawyer, that is saying that she inherited some money, that her grandmother passed away, the funeral's at such and such time, please come to the estate and stay with the rest of the family. And she knows that her grandparents have already died. She knows it's a misunderstanding, but based on the fact that she is kind of down on her luck, she decides to go and see what happens, and maybe she's able to actually get the inheritance. But she gets there and things are not quite right. There is something peculiar going on, has to do with the inheritance, has to do with the rest of the family members. Kind of reminded me of the movie I just saw, which was Knives Out, which was about an inheritance and a family and all the family drama, and I really loved that movie. And so I was like, this kind of sounds like it. It's obviously a little bit of a different premise, but I just thought that kind of like go to an estate and see what happens sort of premise sounds very interesting. So I'm excited for this one. And then the last prompt that I'm going to tackle is, it says read 5 mystery books. So I've shown 4. I have a number of other books that can work, but they kind of are more like on the thriller side, and I was feeling like more of Agatha Christie, or kind of in that genre of like murder mystery, I guess, as opposed to thriller mystery. So I've decided that I still want to do 5. I want to shoot to do 5, but I'm going to do an extra video, try a chapter video, to try and figure out what the 5th book is that I'm going to read for March Mystery Madness. And I want to just set up a poll here and see if anybody who's watching this that loves mysteries has any good recommendations, like different series that maybe they just love. And I haven't heard of that series, so let me know that, or standalones. Doesn't really matter. I'm actually just looking for a good mystery book. I might also throw this on the Instagram, March Mystery Madness, to see how that goes. But yeah, I like try a chapter videos, and so I think that would be a fun way to pick my 5th book. And also get the prompt, read 5 mysteries in the month. So anyway, that is my plan. Those are my books that I'm planning to tack on my TBR for the month. And I know it's probably not all gonna happen, but I'm excited. Like I said, the excitement for me is the planning, the anticipation, the ability to pick up and find new books. So I'm not worried if I don't get them all, it won't crush me. I'll just read them all later. So anyway, thank you for sticking around, and please comment below if you've heard of these ones. If you have any suggestions for me for to do my try a chapter video for a mystery novel, murder mystery novel, please put those down below. And so, but otherwise, that's all I have for this video, and thank you for stopping by and watching, and please consider subscribing and liking and all those things. Okay, have a wonderful day. All right, take care.